This is basically within Forest Park to this incredible view. Thought I would switch things up and take you to the complete opposite side of town. And it's got this shopping center here that has a Whole Foods, a little bit different view from the last listing, but I think it's just as cool. Like I always do, I'm going to tell you the list price, but that's gonna have to wait until after the tour. So let's go on in and have a look. If you're new to the channel, my name's Matt and I make videos each and every week about what it's like to live in Portland, Oregon. Additionally, I'm a licensed real estate agent dedicated to helping people just like you make their move to Portland, and I'm the only agent making videos just like this, taking you to every single part of Portland and going inside of active current listings just like this one. So if you are looking to buy your dream home here in the Portland area, make sure you call, text, email, or just scan the QR code right here on the screen, and we will talk soon about your move to Portland. All right, so we are just jumping right in here. We're up in Kings Heights, and this is a neighborhood that I brought you guys to a few weeks ago, and we are directly above Nob Hill, literally about a 4-minute drive to Northwest 23rd, which I've shown you multiple times on the channel. I'm not gonna go right now because let's be real, it is later in the day, and this is one of the things about living in Portland that you'll pick up on this channel. At this point in the year, this point in the summer, the days are getting shorter and shorter and shorter, and I wasn't able to get out and film until about 7-ish, and about a month ago it would have been still like feeling like midday, but we are really getting into dusk right now. And this is just one of those neighborhoods up here in the hills. And actually, I think this is the street right here that we looked at the listing a few weeks ago, but look around at some of these homes. This is some of the most luxurious and pristine living that you can find in Portland. This is pretty much anything, any neighborhood that has the word Heights in it is going to be absolutely pristine real estate. It's hard to tell, but yeah, we are up in the hills, and this is looking to the east. So all of these houses here have incredible views. This is actually a listing that's for sale, but we are not going to go see that one. The one that we're going to see, I walked past it, started the video off right over there, but just take a look at how high we are up here. And this is one of those neighborhoods that is going to be 100% car dependent. So you're not going to be able to walk to the shops and the bars. Hold on a sec. This is a listing that's sale pending, it looks like. We're not gonna go in, but you can kind of see straight through the windows down to the other side where it's just beautiful city views. So absolutely incredible. The streets go down, they go up, and I'm gonna try to not get hit by a car. But yeah, like I said, this is a very car dependent neighborhood. And so it's very peaceful and tranquil and beautiful, obviously, and very forested. And I saw this listing come up and I just had to go see it. And I just thought it would be cool to start off this video with an absolute bang. Check out this view right here. Like, I mean, it's just, this is about as good as it gets. So if you can accept the fact that it might be car dependent, you know, you could just be a very short 3 to 4 minute drive into actually the most walkable part of Portland, Nob Hill, then this is a good spot to consider if you can afford it. Now we're kind of walking back the way we came, and this listing, this house right here, is the one that we're actually about to go see. And maybe we'll start to see some hints of an incredible sunset towards the end of this tour. So make sure you stick around. This is an incredible, completely restored home, and I'm gonna give you all the details in just a second. All right, so this is a special one, and I'm gonna try and do this tour before my little microphone dies. You see it's blinking super fast. So this is an absolutely incredible 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, right around 3,200 square feet. And this home was built in 1911, but it has been beautifully restored throughout, from all the systems, new electrical, new HVAC, new interior throughout the entire house. You'll see it, it's absolutely stunning. I can't wait to go in and show you. So without any more delay, let's go on in, and I'm going to tell you the list price at the end of the tour. So let's go. So again, we are getting towards the end of the day, and we might just see some incredible sunset views from this property, so stick around. Everything on the exterior is brand new. All the siding, everything is just so beautifully done. Even the roof is pristine. And before we go in, I'm going to quickly show you this outside area that it's got. If you go all the way down here, it's got this little backyard down here that is fenced in, and it's got a gate that goes down to the street down below. This is AstroTurf, so you won't need to come down here and mow it, but take a look at these decks and just wait till you see the views. It's absolutely insane. So let's go back up and head on inside. Right when you walk in, you are greeted by this wide open living space, and to the left you have a formal dining area, but it's all very open. Okay, and we're gonna go in here, look at the kitchen in a second, which is spectacular. But first, you gotta see that there is a nice little half bath right here, and that's looking out to the front. So that is always nice to have a little bathroom on the main level. This is just a big closet. Then you got some split stairs that goes down to some additional living spaces down there, and that goes up. Can't wait to show you that, but look at this beautiful living room. Incredible built-ins, absolutely stunning built-ins here. And you got a gas fireplace. And then this kitchen is incredible too. Like, this massive quartz island is so nice. These beautiful cupboards are amazing. And I love this huge 6-burner gas range, absolutely stunning. And the fridge, really nice modern aesthetic. And then the countertop space is absolutely ideal. And then over here you've got built-in microwave, you got a wine fridge, and you've got pull-out dishwasher. That's sick. And then looking out to this incredible view while you're washing those dishes, and this huge sliding glass door that opens up into this balcony. So let's go see that. And right here you've got the outdoor gas fireplace, but then just looking out to over the city, and this is just absolutely incredible. It's hard to see right now, but off in the distance there, you can see Mount Hood. It's just a little bit cloudy, so it's kind of hard to see, but it's right there. And then this is looking at downtown and the rest of the east side. There's the Providence Park. That's where the professional soccer teams play here in Portland. I could just hang out on this deck all day and never get sick of it, but there's another deck right there on the top level with an even better view. So let's go and see the rest of the house. And we'll just kind of walk through this area. It does have a built-in speaker system. It was actually playing when I walked in, so I had to turn it down for the video, but absolutely beautiful stone here and all of this storage space. And then this dining room area with the box beam ceilings gives it a very nice touch. So let's go downstairs first, because the upstairs is the absolute best part of this house. And then down here you have an additional suite with a full bathroom right here that has tub and shower. Here is some storage space. There's a lot of storage space in this house. Here's just your utilities. You got a brand new furnace, tankless water heater, and a good amount of storage space. And then in here, you've got a living room, nice little lower level living room area. And then you've got a bedroom right here, a small little bedroom here with a closet that is really nice sized closet with lots of built-in storage space, and then another bedroom right here. So this type of situation is really great if you have relatives that are coming to visit or friends. So yeah, and then down here, there is another deck that has the full city views, and it's fully covered too. So you can sit out here in the rain and look out over the city. But once again, incredible views, but it gets even better on the top level. There's a look down at the yard. So let's go on all the way up to the top. One more look at this incredible main level. I love this kitchen and would never get sick of cooking in it. What do you guys think? And then up here, we will find the primary bedroom over here. Here is your laundry room, and it's got some storage space, some cupboards, and a sink. And then right here is a linen closet, appropriately right next to the laundry. There's actually more. There's another level, but let's look over here. You've got a full bathroom right here. That's very beautiful. I love the dark countertops here. And then here is a bedroom. This is looking out to the front of the house, and you've got a little plum tree right here. So that's absolutely lovely. And then in here, we have our primary bedroom. I love the black wall right there with the built-in reading lights. Gotta love that. You have this exquisite and exclusive patio that I'll show you in a second after we look at this bathroom. But you got this double sink with the quartz countertops and the brass trim, gold brass. And then here's a little closet right here. Here's your shower. That is really nice. I love this material here. It's like tile, not exactly sure what it is, but it's got this really nice built-in shelf right there. And you got two shower heads. I love that one. And then here is a huge soaking tub that is overlooking the city. And you can be sitting right here, looking out that way, admiring the city and Mount Hood off in the distance. Pretty hard to beat. Doesn't get much better. And then over here is your main primary closet that is huge, tons of space. Let me know in the comments if that's enough space for you. And there's your toilet. Once again, who wouldn't want to take a bath here? It's just insane how nice this is. But now let's go and take a look at this patio with the incredible 180-degree views. And the sun is starting to set here in Portland, and we're getting that nice pinkish glow along the clouds over there. And this is just a stunning view of the city. You can see clear off to the east side. And if we go this way, you can see forest and mountain views, and the sun is setting that way. So just an absolutely lovely neighborhood. So if you look this way, you've got beautiful neighborhood views, and here's a good look at the roof. Absolutely fresh, beautiful roof. And yeah, I don't know, I can't get over it. This is just an incredible view. And then, believe it or not, there's actually more, another level up. So I'm gonna show you that now. And so up here, we've got this sort of like massive bonus space, and we got these really cool ceiling fans up here that add a lot of airflow. This is looking out to the front, and then you can use this as like an exercise room or a playroom for the kids, or even like an additional bedroom. And you've got these massive windows that are just letting in so much light, and these views that are almost impossible to get sick of. You know, like, I don't really know what to say. I just feel like I keep repeating myself, and because it's just so beautiful. And then you've got these views looking to the west. So pretty awesome. All right, so there you have it, folks. And for this one, because this view is so incredible, I'm gonna do the wrap up out here on this patio, so you can continue to soak in these incredible views as you try to formulate your pricing guess And that's kind of the name of the game, right? We, on this channel, love to look through houses and take tours of neighborhoods and guess what the list price is. And I hope in your mind you've taken a guess at what this home is listed for. You know, we go by the honor system. Drop a comment down below what you think that price is. I'm really excited to hear what your impression of the pricing is on a home like this compared to, you know, where you're living right now. A lot of you are living in LA or all parts of the US, or some of you are even overseas. So leave a guess in the comments, because I'm about to tell you the list price of this absolutely stunning 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath home that has been meticulously restored. And we're talking fully studs inside and out updates. And it doesn't get much better than this. You've got new everything in this home, from the interior to the systems, to the exterior, to the roof. It's just about as good as it gets, especially considering the fact that you have so many homes that are built in the early 1900s. This is an original 1911 home, so keep that in mind. And you don't get to see homes that have been updated like this very often. So maybe you want to buy this one. So I'm going to tell you the list price, and it is currently listed only on day 5 of being on the market. So if you're watching this week, you might actually have a chance if you are in love with this beautiful home that is currently listed for $1,590,000. So definitely make sure you let me know if you got it right. Were you spot on? Were you above? Were you below? I always love to hear what you guys are guessing on these beautiful properties that I'm showing you on this channel. Sometimes not so beautiful, as you have known. If you are a regular viewer. And I would love to hear from you if you're planning on making a move here. That's kind of why I make these videos, is to connect with people, because I love making these videos for you guys. But even more than that, I love connecting with you guys, walking through these homes with you in person, and helping you buy your dream home. Maybe it's this one. Maybe it's another one that you've seen on the channel. Maybe it's one that is just somewhere else that we haven't filmed. So whether you're moving in the near or distant future, please get in touch by any method that you see on the screen right now. Whatever is easiest for you works for me, and I can't wait to hear from you, and I can't wait to help welcome you to the ever-growing community that we have going, that I am helping build here in Portland. And with that said, I don't actually know where we're gonna go yet, because I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants with this video. It is obviously sunset right now, and it's getting dark. So I am gonna go find another listing, and I'm gonna try and make it absolutely stunning like this one. So let's see what I can find. And this is going to be a fun video. So I hope you're sitting back, relaxed, eating your popcorn, and let's go on to the next spot. All right, so now we are back over here on the east side. Thought I would switch things up and take you to the complete opposite side of town. And right now I am in the neighborhood of Sabin in northeast Portland, and this is 15th that I'm walking down, specifically the intersection of Fremont. And it's got this shopping center here that has a Whole Foods, it's got UPS store, got yoga, it's got credit union, so you can run all sorts of errands here. There's also a barbershop and some places to eat on the corner here. If you go down Fremont, just pretty much on this same block, there's also some cool cafes and shops down over there. There's actually a spot there that's open really late till like 11 or 12. That is a cafe, coffee shop spot, and it's a cool spot to go and work. I've actually edited some of my videos that you've seen on this channel there late at night. So for all those night owls, there's a spot over there to check out. And I brought you here today because we are gonna go look at a listing that is currently for sale just about 1 block up that way. And as you can see, 15th is a fairly busy street. It's about 4 or 5 in the afternoon right now, and there's kind of a lot going on here right now. There's cars and buses that go up and down this street, but we are just gonna pop a couple blocks over here into the neighborhood, and you are going to see just how quickly it transforms from busy, lots of hustle and bustle, to quiet and residential. Now, compared to the last neighborhood that we just saw, the median home price of this Sabin neighborhood might feel quite a bit lower, which is around $750,000, but that still puts you well above the median home price for the rest of Portland. And now just one block over from where that shopping center is, the Whole Foods, all the stuff that you could need, we are just in this quiet, peaceful residential zone. You got basketball hoops set up in the street, so it's a very family-friendly and lovely area to live. As you can see, we're walking through, there's tons of just beautiful gardens, well-maintained and well-landscaped homes. I always love walking around over here and just listen as I walk to how quiet it is. And we're only a block and a half now away from 15th. So that just goes to show you that one of the beautiful things about living in Portland is that you could live in the middle of the city, especially here on the east side, and then it also just doesn't even really feel like a city. That's one of the things that struck me personally when I first moved to Portland, is just the fact that when you're living in one of these neighborhoods, it just feels very much like a town, like a small town. That's why so many people love living in Portland, because it's got that mix, it's got that balance that gives you all of the big city amenities that you could possibly want, with the beauty of nature and all these tree-lined streets and old, well-established neighborhoods, without really lacking any options of big city amenities. And so this house right here is the one that we are about to go see. And so what we have here is an approximately 1922 bungalow that is 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, but it's right around 2,200 square feet, and it's got some very, very nice, tasteful updates. I love the backyard. I love the location. We're just like 2 blocks away from that Whole Foods and some other bars and stuff over on Fremont. And to the north, we are only about 8 blocks south of Alberta. So the entire Alberta Arts District is a very, very quick bike ride away, or pretty quick, easy walk, depending on how much you like to walk. But this one is absolutely stunning. I can't wait to show you a complete tour and give you some more information on the listing as we walk through. And just keep in mind, yeah, I wanted to show you something like a little bit more typical or regular compared to that last listing that we saw that's just absolutely luxurious and stunning. So trying to bring things back down to earth, show you guys something pretty nice and accessible, but also just wait until the next one, because I'm gonna try and outdo the last one, and I don't know, I haven't seen it yet, but we'll just have to go see it and see how it stacks up. Like I always do, I'm going to tell you the list price of this house right here, but that's gonna have to wait until after the tour, so let's go on in and have a look. So here we are from the front, and this is just your quintessential Portland early 1900s bungalow. It was built in 1922. All the siding looks pretty good. This is actually vinyl siding, believe it or not, and it looks really nice, a lot nicer than a lot of other vinyl siding I typically see. And I gotta give a shout out to Gina Gunderson for giving me the green light to come in and film this listing, and also thanks to the sellers for allowing that as well. This house is getting a new sewer line currently, and it also recently had its oil tank decommissioned, which I'll talk more about later in the backyard. It's got this really nice long driveway, and at the end a detached garage. So here's one more look at the street around us, and it is super nice, super bikeable, as you can see. And then let's go on inside and give ourselves a tour. So one of the first things that I notice when I walk in, after noticing these beautiful hardwood floors, is the air conditioning. That thing is pumping, and it is hot out today still. We're kind of towards the end of that heat wave, but it is still very warm out today, probably in the 90s or upper 80s. But anyways, look at this beautiful living room. massive, massive west-facing window. So this is just letting in so much natural light. And if you've noticed, I have not turned on any lights in this front section of the home, just so that you guys can see just how much natural light is coming in. This window, you got the windows over there, and you've got these windows here. And on both sides of the home, we have these lovely built-ins that have preserved so much of that original charm. And I love these built-ins over here as well. And I love this open feel of this kind of like dining room, living room area when you first walk in. So that is absolutely lovely. I think this looks like a wood burning fireplace. Yep, this is a wood burning fireplace. And then I love these little lights here. And this is a pretty cool light fixture as well. And then this goes into the bedroom. But first, let's look at this kitchen here. And this is just an absolutely lovely kitchen. Pretty good sized kitchen for the age of this home, and pretty good amount of countertop space as well. I love how they have this sort of like breakfast bar right here. If you want to set up some stools right down there, and you can just kind of enjoy some food right here looking into the kitchen. And then you've also got this little nook slash butler's pantry type of spot in here. This is probably where I would set up my espresso machine. You got your microwave right there and some more storage space down here, and still just so much natural light coming in. I mean, this light is on, but it is mostly the light in here. See, I just turned it off. All of this light is basically natural light coming in, so gotta love that. And then you've also got this side door right here that you can let yourself in from your car straight out of the driveway. And there is the central AC that's working hard and doing a good job at it. And now let's head downstairs so we can see the backyard. Gotta put my Birks on. I have got these nice and broken in since I got them the other week, but here is your backyard. Pretty lovely little space. And over here, we've got a little chicken coop. So if anyone wants to have their own chickens and get your own eggs instead of having to walk over to the Whole Foods, this is a cool spot. And you've got this little covered area as well. And I believe this area right here is where the oil tank was. And with a lot of homes that are this age, there tends to be oil tanks that are no longer in use on the property. And sometimes you have to get them decommissioned by the DEQ, which basically involves most of the time just kind of filling them, emptying any remaining oil and then filling them up with sand. And then they're decommissioned and good for forever, basically, without any kind of environmental concerns. But that's kind of why that there's no fence here, but normally there is a fence. But let's go back and I'll show you the basement real quick. And the first thing I noticed down here in the basement is just how high these ceilings are. We've got a good amount of clearance down here, as well as a good amount of already established storage. And you've got a dishwasher and a sink down here, and you've got your laundry. And so this could very well become a whole separate living space. Half the work is already done for you. They put up these walls and it's sort of semi-finished. And there is duct work down here as well with the AC. The other thing I like to see in basements like this are these brackets that are bolting the home to the foundation to secure it in case of any kind of earthquake. That's always nice to see. And here's sort of like a utility room. But yeah, all you would really have to do is add an egress window somewhere in here and it could technically become a livable bedroom. So yeah, let's go back upstairs and we'll have another look at this beautiful kitchen again. And then we'll head over here and we'll look at the main level bedroom. This is the only bedroom on the main level, and it is a pretty good sized room right here, looking out into the backyard. We got old windows, the old wood framed windows here on this main level. Here's inside the closet. Actually a pretty good amount of space here in the closet. And you got a ceiling fan in there. And just off of the bedroom, you have the one and only full bathroom in this home. And so I understand that that could be a challenge for some families. I personally like having two with two little kids. And then this is, once again, lovely built-ins. Don't we love built-ins on this channel? And I love the tile flooring in here. They did a really nice job with this bathroom. Love this sink. And there's a good amount of storage space here. This is a little closet here. And here's another little closet here. And now let's go upstairs to check out the last two bedrooms. And so one thing I like about what they did upstairs is they put new windows in. So that's nice to see. You got this little hallway and two bedrooms. So we'll look at this one. We got more really great built-ins in here. And this is a huge carpeted bedroom. And that's lovely. You got the new windows up here in this room. Here's a closet space. Here's a closet space. Here's, I think, an AC unit and those built-ins. And then we'll look at this bedroom here, which is a little bit, maybe it's smaller, or maybe it just feels smaller because it has a bed, I don't know. But once again, new windows and two closets in here. Here's one. Actually, it's just one big closet. So here's a look at it, and there's another door, and that's the house. And there you have it, folks. So once again, that was a 3-bedroom, 1-bath home. That is, I said 2,200, it's actually 2,300 square feet. Got a lot of space to work with that really open, spacious main level. You got the basement, and you have those 2 bedrooms upstairs. I would say for me, the only downside is the fact that it's only got 1 bathroom, but I know that there's a lot of people out there that can work around that. So let me know in the comments what you think of this absolutely lovely home. I think it's just another one of those examples that I try to find all the time to show you on this channel, where it combines the old and beautiful charm of the early 1920s bungalows that we see all over Portland and updates it in a way that keeps alive the charm of its original era, while also taking in mind modern standards in today's day and age. So I hope you have been taking guesses on what you think the list price is, because that's half the fun of watching this channel, right? Is trying to guess in your head what the list price is for each and every home that we tour. And I hope that you guys have fun with that. This is such a great neighborhood. Again, we are very close to the Alberta Arts District. You got a Whole Foods that is just 2 blocks away. Doesn't get much better than that. I always think it is such a massive perk to have any kind of grocery store that is within walking distance of your home, just in case you forget an onion or need some garlic for a recipe last minute. You can just hop right over there and get what you need. So with that said, the list price on this beautiful home is $745,000. Did you get it right? Were you close? Were you higher? Were you lower? I'm always interested to know. So let's say goodbye to this house, and we're going to head over to an incredible new construction home on the west side that is going to be, I think, pretty hard to beat. I can't wait to take a tour of it. It looked absolutely insane in the pictures. And if you are thinking of making a move to the Portland area, then I want you to get in touch with me right now, whether you are moving in the near or distant future. I hear from people all the time that are making their move here, and it literally never gets old. I love hearing from people that are looking to move here and not only buy their dream home, but also join the ever-growing community that I have here in Portland of people that found me from this channel that are relocating. And you've seen some of the community in previous videos where I tour those houses of past clients. I'm gonna keep doing that, and hopefully you can become one of them at some point too. So with that said, let's head over to the west side, back over to the west side. We're gonna see another listing that should hopefully blow everybody's minds. I can't wait to see it. Let's go. All right, so we are now back in Northwest Portland, up in the trees. This is basically within Forest Park, and this is one of the most exquisite listings I think I've shown on this channel, and I'm just gonna let you soak in the forested views. This is about as luxurious and quiet and peaceful as it gets within the city of Portland. Now, we are maybe about 5 minutes to the west down the road of the last listing that we just saw, and I'm gonna give you a grand reveal here as we come around this corner here, and you'll see this massive, absolutely massive modern and new construction home right here that we are gonna go take a tour of. But let's just see what the rest of the street has to offer. It is just a very quiet street, and of course I'm going to give you a tour of all of this entire home. It's massive. This whole neighborhood is so beautiful and pristine, and I just kind of want to show you, walk you around the bend here just so you can see that this basically is the middle of the forest, you know? So if you look at the map, we're in the southwest corner of Forest Park, and this street just goes like this. It goes down and then back up. And so yeah, we are very much in the hills. And the one thing that I always like to point out when I'm showing you guys properties over here is that in the winter time, on the few times that we get snow and sometimes ice, freezing rain to be exact, these roads are almost impossible to navigate, especially if we get a nice thick layer of ice. So that's something that you gotta watch out for and be aware of and prepare for. But I mean, this is such a huge, massive home that I'm sure that you can stock up nicely on any kind of supplies that you need and hunker down. Not a bad place to have to hunker down, right? So because we are on the west side of Forest Park, we're actually a bit closer than the last listing to Beaverton, only about 5 minutes from downtown Portland. So all you got to do is go down the hill, go to Burnside, and then go down Burnside for about 5 minutes, and you've got a grocery store there, and you've got 21st and 23rd Avenue with all of the city amenities that you could possibly want. So when you're living up here in the forest in Northwest Portland, then you get kind of the best of both worlds. Obviously, it is very car dependent, so you're not gonna be able to just like walk over to some coffee shop or cafe. You could have your own coffee shop in here basically. So what we have here is a massive 5,100 square foot brand new construction home, clocking in with 6 bedrooms and 5.5 bathrooms. And this house is absolutely incredible. I can't wait to show you what it looks like from the inside. It kind of feels like you're walking around floating in the trees with these massive floor to ceiling windows. It's got some of the most beautiful countertops in the kitchen, and a really cool primary suite up here, which is what we're looking at here. That's going to be the primary bathroom that you're seeing right there with the fogged out windows. Never been lived in. It's absolutely prestigious, and listen how quiet this neighborhood is. Anyways, like I said, we've got over 5,000 square feet to cover, and I'm gonna show you all of it here. And so, as always, I'm going to tell you what the list price is after the tour, but keep in mind, this I think might be the highest list price I've ever shown you on this channel to date. So keep that in mind with your guesses, and it's all good. I know this house probably won't be a fit for everyone financially, but it's still gonna be really fun to go look at it. So take a guess in the comments below what you think the list price is, and maybe it's your dream home if you can swing it. So let's go on in and take a tour. So starting off out here from the front, you've got this nicely downgraded street here that goes into a really large carport, and you can see it's big enough to park probably a few cars, as well as a 2 or 3 car garage, I think. Probably just 2, but we'll look at that in just a minute from the inside. But now let's go on inside and take a look. Very nice covered front porch here with these pavers that go all the way over here, and the design is beautiful. It just is very symmetrical, and this railing matches perfectly the design of this cantilever upstairs primary, how it overstretches over here, and nice sleek black look on the outside. But yeah, let's go on in. And right from the entryway, you notice these beautiful hardwood floors. You got a closet right here to hang your stuff up when you walk in. And then immediately you're getting a taste of what you're gonna see throughout this entire home. These literally floor to ceiling windows that make you just feel like you're floating in the trees, all right? And so it's got these kind of wings here, the way that this house is built. It's got this right wing, and then it's got this left wing. And to the right, we have the incredible kitchen and living room. But over here, we've got a few bedrooms, and let's go look at those first. And there's also this split staircase that takes you up to the primary, down to the garage, and some more bedrooms. So let's take a look right here. Down the hallway is, at the end of the hallway, you've got a bedroom, and just, you can just see the windows throughout this entire home. Yeah, it's amazing. And so here is one bedroom, and you've got a pretty good sized, interestingly shaped bedroom, but still nice. And it's got this window that looks out to the front, and it connects into this Jack and Jill bathroom. And it's got these beautiful granite countertops here. There's your shower. This is a full bathroom, and it's got the toilet in there. And then that goes into this other bedroom right here that is more of a standard shape, but once again, massive window. And another look out here to that bathroom. And then we'll go out here and make a left. We're floating in the trees as we go into this main floor bedroom with its own attached bathroom with the matching granite countertops here that we'll see also in the kitchen. There's your toilet to the left, and I absolutely love this shower here because it's got this really cool like plant shelf here. So if you're someone that likes to have a whole bunch of plants, that like to live in this humid, warm environment, it's got this window right here to let in some light, and I'm sure you could find plenty of plants that would be happy to live in the shower with you. So that's cool. Coming through here, absolutely stunning view with these huge windows. Just this entire wall is basically a window. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. And this price on this home kind of reflects that. So we're looking out here just into Forest Park effectively, and there's like a little trail right there. So if you're someone that likes nature and you've got a bunch of money to spend and you want to live in absolute luxury, this could be the one, right? So we're gonna go upstairs soon. But first we got to see this incredible kitchen. And to the right, you've got the matching as the bathroom, granite countertops, this massive island. It's absolutely huge. And it's got room to sit here. So you can kind of sit and have a meal here. And then you've got this little storage space right here. And over here is your cooking area with the 6-burner gas range. This is your griddle. You've got the double oven right here. This is absolutely top of the line cooking material, and all of these cabinets are so sleek. You wouldn't even know just by looking at them what is what, but most of these are drawers and cabinets. Yep, everything is soft close, the way we like it here on this channel. And right here is your built-in dishwasher. So all of your appliances are going to be built in, and right here you'll find your well disguised built-in fridge. And right here is your freezer. Let's see if they have ice cream. Nope. But yeah, just tons of storage space. You got these built-in drawers that pull out that also have soft close. And then once again, just the views are just insane. Like, maybe you're not looking out at the city, but the way that this home was designed with these floor to ceiling windows throughout the entire home, looking out at the forest is pretty incredible and hard to beat. So just so much built-in storage everywhere though. So that's impressive. And then that flows into this formal dining area with windows over there in the corner, windows over there. Basically this whole house is made of windows, and yeah, it's crazy. And then this opens into your living room, and you can just sit in this very well lit corner and do some reading and just enjoy the views of your neighborhood, sitting right next to this gas burning fireplace. So that is just absolutely awesome. And that is pretty much everything on this main level. Just continue to soak in the views. And now I'd say I want to show you a different floor. So let's go downstairs first, because you know how we like to save the best for last. I'm going to show you the incredible primary upstairs. But first, the downstairs is nothing to sneeze at either, because it's also awesome. So let's take a look at this garage first. Here's your garage. You could fit, I think this is a 2-car garage, right? Maybe it's 3, I don't know. Hard to say. And you've got this nice little mudroom area right here. You could set up a bench where you can take your shoes off. This is a nice little outdoor area that will take you onto this paved area. I think it's set up for maybe putting a built-in barbecue here potentially. And then this is where your laundry room is, all the way down here. Same matching granite countertops down here, as well as your utilities. This is your furnace in here, and that's obviously where your dryer would go. And this is another furnace. So it's got a couple furnaces powering this home, and it's also got tankless water heater. So that's great. Oh, I almost forgot to mention all of these bathrooms in here. Well, I'll tell you in a second, because we've got this really sweet sort of living space down here that could double as like a guest room of sorts. And of course, it's looking out at the forest, and all of these are sliding glass doors that open onto this paved patio area. But right here is another full bathroom, and it's got a really nice shower. It's got these countertops, and it's got a sauna. So that's really cool. You can enjoy your sauna, hop into the shower, take a cold shower to cool down. But what I was gonna say is all of these floors in all of the bathrooms are equipped with heated flooring. So that is pretty cool. Forgot to mention that in the other 2 or 3 bathrooms. I forgot, how many bathrooms have we seen so far? Who's keeping track? There's 5.5 in this one. Also, I think I forgot to show you, before we go upstairs, I forgot to show you that there is this little half bath right here. And I think this one actually does not have the heated floors, but the one in here and the one in there definitely do, as well as the one upstairs. And now it's time to go see it. Incredible, massive windows here. These might be the biggest windows in the house, maybe. Or maybe they're the same as all the others. And we've arrived at the very top floor. In here is the primary, and in here is like a little office. It's being staged as an office, but it can also be considered a bedroom. We've got our closet and this full bathroom with a tub, and yep, it's got the heated floors in here as well. And then also it's got this live roof here that has all of these plants going. And it's even equipped with its own built-in irrigation system to keep that alive. But in the winter time when it's always raining here, you don't need to use that. We get tons of rain. But now, is this bench? No, not a built-in bench. But now, finally, we've reached the incredible primary bedroom suite. And so this, of course, has you floating above the trees, looking out at Forest Park, and it is just absolutely stunning. I'm sure it's a pretty fun experience to sit here and look at all the birds that are coming and going in the trees. And over here, we've also got the living roof over here, and you can see the irrigation system. Everything is so intentionally done here. And it's even got this little patio right here, which is pretty amazing. Gotta go out onto the patio, check out the living roof. You can admire the neighbors, and you can look around at all of the trees and listen to nature. So a little bit different view from the last listing, but I think it's just as cool in its own right. Let me know in the comments if I've delivered. But before that, before we wrap things up, of course, we can't miss out on this primary bathroom, which is right here. But look at this closet space. I mean, this is like a closet hallway, basically. You've got closet space here, one closet here, place to hang stuff here, and then another one right here. So that is just absolutely awesome. And then in here is your primary bathroom, and you've got this fogged out windows here so that you have your privacy while you're in your bathroom. You got the double sink, huge mirror. I mean, look at this mirror, it's huge. And over here, we have a shower, nice double shower with some built-in shelving here, and your towel racks right here. And then right here is the toilet. And there you have it, folks. All right, once again, this was a stunning 6-bedroom, 5.5 bathroom home up here in the wonderful Northwest neighborhood amongst Forest Park. And it is just an absolutely tranquil abode. Gotta love everything about it. The heated bathroom floors in every bathroom except the half bath, the live roofs, the massive floor to ceiling windows in every room, just about. Just an absolutely incredible home. It was designed by a world-renowned architect by the name of William Caven. Gotta give a shout out to the listing agent, Jason Mendel, for letting me pop in here and show the listing to you guys on the channel. So definitely let me know your thoughts on this one, and I hope you've got a good guess on the price, because it is the highest priced listing I think I've shown you to date on this channel. Make sure you drop your comments in before I tell you in just a moment, but the current list price on this stunning massive home is $4 million. What do you think? Is that something that you think might be worth it? Did you get a good guess on it? I hope so. As always, I hope you leave a comment down below of what you think of each and every one of these listings that we saw in this video. And if you want to see another video just like this, make sure you click right here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you over there.